What is up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Fortnitemares 2024 trailer and everything that we get a tease of or shown in the trailer. If you guys were unaware, the Fortnitemares update was supposed to go live earlier this morning. However, there was a problem and the update was delayed, and it will now be coming out Saturday morning. So it's Friday as of the time I record and intend to post this. 2 a.m. Eastern time, Saturday morning, October 12th. The Fortnitemares update should be going live. So it was just a delay of one day. It really isn't the biggest deal. I'm not sure exactly what the problem was that led to there being a delay, but either way, it is a very minor and brief delay. So I thought we could go over the trailer and talk about what changes you can expect, because it does seem like this is going to be potentially one of the biggest Fortnitemares updates ever in Fortnite history. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of this trailer, what you're most excited to see. I'm going to let the trailer play first, and then we're going to go back and watch it, and I'm going to pause and talk about things at certain times.
I'm loaded and locked in. Unlimited power, I will prevail, I will devour.
Do you want to play a game?
Okay, so now that we've seen the trailer, I'm going to slow it down and talk about certain things. One of the first things we get a decent look at is going to be the changes to restored reels. You can tell the movie screen is here. There's a bunch of pumpkins and vines around the POI. It seems like the layout of the POI is mostly going to remain the same, and that this is mainly going to be a cosmetic change. With the Doom event, there was certain spots where the Iron Man beacons were sent, and then pumpkins started coming out of them. Those POIs were restored, Brawlers Battlegrounds, and Grand Glacier. So I expect those to be the main POIs that get kind of cosmetic changes. We do get a look at Brawlers Battleground as well in this trailer. So restored Brawlers and Grand Glacier, I expect to see mostly cosmetic changes, but we do get a look at a completely new and different POI as well. But this is restored reels. You see there's pumpkins everywhere like I talked about. This is also going to be Rebel's Roost. This is another POI that's going to get cosmetic changes that I kind of left off, but it wasn't a part of the beacons that I was mainly talking about. We also get a look at the Disney villains skins that are coming to the game. With this lady, I don't know the names of them well at all, but I think she's from the Dalmatians movie. This lady is a Disney character as well. And then Captain Hook. We've known about these Disney villains coming for quite some time, but here we get a look at them, as well as the changes to Rebel's Roost. And looks pretty nice. There probably will be other POIs that get cosmetic changes as well that aren't shown in the trailer. This is going to be the first look at the new farm POI, and I'm honestly not entirely sure if this is a brand new farm or if it's going to be the return of Fatal Fields or Anarchy, because it looks very similar. Also, we see the Leatherface skin with the chainsaw, which is going to be an item coming to the game. It seems to be a melee weapon and a mobility item, judging by what we see in the trailer. And it doesn't seem like it's going to be a mythic in the case of there only being one on the map, because we do see several players using it at once coming up here. Pumpkin launcher in this player's hands right here. And then there's several skins and decorations. You see that the chainsaw is a melee weapon, but as you see here, there's other characters holding chainsaws that end up using it as a melee weapon, or as a mobility item, sorry, trying to chase the Leatherface skin. Here we see that the train is going to be changed for Fortnitemares, and it's going to be a ghost train. And then right here in the background, this gives us a very good look at where this POI is going to be, and that it actually will be replacing Reckless Railways. Pretty much confirmed. This building is at Reckless Railways, and if you're kind of facing towards this building, you can also see the snow biome and the Doom Forge in the background. So those are giveaways that this is going to be replacing Reckless, but there is more giveaways as well that we'll see later on in the trailer. Not sure if there's anything different on this screen, just the chainsaw being used more. This is Brawlers Battlegrounds. And you see the two new kind of Venom female skins. We also get a look of them at the end of the trailer. But this is Brawlers. Brawlers seems to be changed more than restored with the addition of these vines here. But again, I think the main structure and layout of the POI is going to remain the same. It's just getting some, like, you know, cosmetic Halloween changes and the vines, which probably will change how the POI plays out a decent amount. We get another look at the pumpkin launcher here, which is the RPG, and then the wood stake shotgun. So we actually had this shotgun last year for Fortnitemares as well. I was not a fan of this weapon. It is a slug shotgun, so it doesn't shoot a spread of pellets. It's similar to the exotic breacher shotgun or the heavy shotgun rework we had in Chapter 3, where it just shoots one single thing, and then you either hit that and get all your damage, or you miss it and get none of your damage. It's a very kind of like all or nothing weapon, and with the amount of mobility currently in the game, I don't think this is going to be really that good at all, unless the weapon is changed a decent amount. More look at the vines. Here is, I believe this lady is Penelope from Nightmare Before Christmas, and then another pumpkin skin. Seems like a lot of very good skins for this year's Fortnitemares. Here we get a look at Edward Scissorhands, and he is at Grand Glacier. You can tell by the hedges in the background, and this one has actually been kind of molded and changed. You could see a pumpkin on the right side, but again, like Restored Reels and Brawlers Battleground, I expect Grand Glacier to remain mostly the same and not be an entire rework or an entire different POI, like we saw with the farm replacing Reckless. So that's what we see there. Jigsaw's challenge. So this is something interesting that I've not seen that many people talk about. So you see these little flying drones here. We'll later see them explode. But what I want to talk about most is going to be the next skin we see. So you see this little helmet next to the Jigsaw TV. And this screen did say Jigsaw's challenge, if you remember correctly, when it popped up, right? So we see this guy. This is the skin from the Lego event pass, I'm pretty sure. He's going to end up with this helmet on, and it's going to look like it's like it has a fuse on it or something. So you see now he has this helmet on. It's got like some effects going on over here. There's another skin with the helmet on. So I'm guessing the Jigsaw challenge is that you'll have to confirm it at those Jigsaw TVs or something, and then you'll have to do some sort of challenge or quest before this detonates, I guess. And then if you do that, I guess you get some reward. We don't know exactly how that's going to play out yet, but I think that's very interesting. We also do see that the water at the underworld biome is red now. I don't know if I kind of ignored that. But yeah, so this is in Grim Gate, I'm pretty sure. But you'll see all the water around here is red rather than green, and I'm pretty sure people expect this to be in some way associated with the Mephisto character that we already knew was coming to the game based on like prior leaks and Fortnitemares kind of skin reveals. So a lot of the map is getting changed with this. Even if it's not the biggest deal, maybe they'll make the water work somewhat differently. But there's clearly a lot of work that was put into the Halloween theme and the Halloween aesthetic, much more so than we've seen in recent years. Here we see the ghost train again, and this is another angle of the farm that I said would be replacing Reckless. This looks very similar to the Anarchy or like Fatal House to me. And then this mountain here is the mountain near the boss house at Reckless. So this is another indication of kind of like where this is on the map. So this house is going to be kind of near where the boss house is, where the vault was in Season 1. In the background, you see Nitrodrome. So this just more further confirms that this is 100% going to be where Reckless Railways was, if there was anybody confused on that. And then we get a look at the Witch's Broom as well, which is a mobility item that allows you to fly around on the Witch's Broom. Very good mobility item, very fun to use. I feel like pretty balanced in comparison to what we've had recently. I'm interested to see if there's anything vaulted as far as the Marvel items go with this update, because while the Witch's Broom is a good item, I don't really see myself wanting to use it over the War Machine hover jets. Like, it's just such a good item, you know? So that's kind of unfortunate. I don't know if we get a look at anything on this screen. I wanted to pause it here and see if there's any characters or anything that we didn't really see before. RPG, wood stake shotgun. This is the main house at Reckless. And then we see some characters sitting here. Here's the witch skin. Here is a spooky Guff skin, and then a zombie Penny skin as well. So even more Fortnitemares skins coming to the game. Another look at the Jigsaw skin, which we already have in the game and have had for a little bit now. And yeah, there it is. This is the wood stake shotgun. This is the chainsaw. This is the witch's broom being used. Pumpkin launcher. Again, just more looks at things that we already saw throughout the trailer. And then in the background is going to be the Brawlers Battleground POI. And then I believe that's it. And then we get a look at like some of these female Venom skins that I think a lot of players will end up liking. I definitely am more inclined to use this over like the big bulky Venom. I didn't get him back in 2021 when he was in the shop. But that is going to be it for this trailer. Like I already said, I am surprised. It's unfortunate that it got delayed, but it's only one day. It really isn't the biggest deal. Like one day isn't a huge difference. But it seems like a lot of work was put into this Fortnitemares update, especially when it comes to POI changes and theming around the map. It really feels like they went all out. And that's pretty surprising to me. I really appreciate that. Fortnitemares is my favorite holiday event in Fortnite for sure. But it's also the end of the chapter. There's, I think, 22 or 21 days left on this map. And then we go into Chapter 2 OG at the start of November. So they put a lot of work into these POIs that are really only going to be on the map for like 3 weeks. So that's, I think, pretty surprising and definitely deserves, you know, some praise. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of these changes, what you think of this year's Fortnitemares based on the trailer. I think it's potentially going to be one of the best in Fortnite history. If you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like some more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.